Yeah, hi friends. Today we are going to start a new topic. The topic will be discussing about how we can just help the organization to help the organization in the security context. So before moving into the detailed part and the topics of how we can do that and all things. So first of all, we will understand some basic terminologies so that it can be help you to understand what exactly the terminologies will be used in our when we are it's a threat, it's kind of an attack, what kind of attacks that one is. So let's start with the basic terminologies first. So in the cybersecurity one, so first of all we will discuss about threat. So what exactly a threat is? So when we say a threat, so in our mind it will become somebody will be saying anything. They will be like for an organization. We are not talking about a personal perspective. We are discussing about in the perspective of an organization. So in terms of an organization, a threat is an potential occurrence of an undesirable event that can eventually damage its reputation and its operations as well as the functional activities that are working inside the organization. So that's a threat for organization. So now how we will be categorizing the, so how an attacker impact a reputation of an organization. So an attacker uh, perform a cyber attack or cyber threat. So what kind of the threats it will be and how it can be impacted. So attacker use a cyber threat, it can inflate and steal data such as the financial information, contract information, employee personal information, basically the client login credentials. Such information will impact the reputation of organization. So if a reputation of organization is damaged, so entire organization will be almost finished. So how we can prevent such kind of threats, and to perform this what kind of the security measures we can do. So we'll discuss about those things. So next thing is we will discuss about what exactly the types of threat sources, from where we can get the threats, from where we can, and how when we design the system, when we think about an organization, its operational should be keep and running in every scenario. So what kind of the threats it will be. So the sources of the threat will be the natural threat. So the natural means it can have any disaster will be happen, but even then we want that our organization operationals would not be impacted. So like if I take an example, if an organization is a multinational organization and running its business in Japan, and Japan is impacted by some earthquake or tsunami. So even though Japan is impacted, the rest of the countries and where the organization is running its business, it's not impacted from the that particular area and things. So such kind of the threats that are coming from the nature, like in fact we have tsunami, we have earthquake, and all these threats that will be coming over an organization. So these will be under the category of the natural threats. So when we design when we design the security, so we have to think the perspective of this one. So how we can minimize the impact on the organization of such kind of the threats. So next one is the unintentional threats. So unintentional means, so a person who don't have any intention to impact the organization, but he is a person who is kidding on the who is playing on the website or something, and by mistake he executed such scripts. It will impact the organization, it will impact the organization business. So this is such kind of threats will be categorized under the unintentional threats. So the most dangerous and most critical part is intentional threat. So when we consider an intentional threat, so intentional threat will be of the two categories. It will be the internal and it can be the external. So internal means, so when we take the word internal, it will be most of time considered from the employees. So the person who is working in the organization, the contractors, okay, the previous ex-employees, such peoples will be considered as an internal threats. So whether what kind of the threats from those employees, and how critical is that. Another one is the external threats. So external threats will be part of like hacker, that will be come on, how they can impact on your business, and all such threats will be come into the picture. So when we design our security aspects, so we have to be think about all of these in picture, and we have to design a security framework in such a way that we can minimize and uh, anyhow threats, we can just minimize the impact on our organization or our resources. So our objective is to just saving and save the impact, and how much we can prevent it, that's an objective. So we'll discuss about this one in the next topic. Thank you.